Hi fans, welcome to another video. Now the last video was pinning all of our worries onto the cross. Well today, what do you do once you pinned all of those worries to the cross? Well basically today, we're doing a bit of a collage today. And what it is, so basically as you can see by this collage here, basically this is where, so God has taken all of our rubbish away. Now I've just metaphored it with a lovely rice tea that we tried, which was actually nice. And also I put, and also another piece of rubbish I put in there is a bog roll. It's, so that represents, the rubbish that we gave, said to God, put on the cross, and now God's carried that away, and I've used little birds as a metaphor for that. This is actually recycled because it was from an old bag that I bought from the market, but the zip had broken on it, but I could never, I didn't get a chance to exchange it, so I basically upcycled it now and just used it for various projects. So God's taken away the bad, and this is where God is now going to grow you into something better, going to grow something new in your life, produce something new. So I've done this, I've represented this with moss. This is moss that I picked up at a woodland. And this is beautiful chiffon material. Now there's this place called Recreate in Ely, in between Cardiff and Cowbridge. And I recommend you, all creatives, go to that place, because basically I picked up all this chiffon here literally for 50p. Which, is amazing. And it's really beautiful, lovely stuff as well. So yeah, so I recommend, guys, if you live in South Wales, check that out, definitely. So anyway, so basically God is now sitting on the good stuff, and well, you are also, you've got rid of the bad's gone out your life. And now you're looking towards, right, okay, what about some positivity? So that's the metaphor and the moral of this video. And basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to add, I'm going to use watercolour, and I'm just going to add these certain paper here. So, because that's the thing with the collage, get your meanings down, but then it's basically a matter of having fun. So we're just going to glue this to that. So I thought that was good because in the sense, that represents, okay, well, like a flower, flowers grows into a beautiful thing, and that is what God will do with you. He will grow you into a beautiful thing. So we just glue this. And that's it. And yeah, so we put this then onto the paper. Like I said, it is a bit of a collage, but I do think collages do make good journaling. So, and we just glue it down there. And yeah, just glue down any bits. And we'll have a look at our colour palette then. And then see what colours we think, go with this lovely paper. And again, this paper here, it was, cheap paper from a local craft shop. Yeah, so as you can see, we've got a whole load of range of watercolours here to choose from. So, we can pick out, once I can open it, we can pick out certain colours that go with that. So we got blues. I think it might be nice to add some pinks there as well. As you can see, guys, this is not the easiest to open. Do you have those days where you can't grip anything? Okay, guys, so yeah. So we got a load of watercolours here. And we got some watercolour pens as well. And for whatever reason, my black has decided to go all over the place. Very considerate of it. So we've got our water can, and I actually remembered it this time, guys. So we're just going to add, I think, a bit of pink. It's like a fuchsia colour. I love this colour, pink. Yeah, and we're just gonna put it on the page. And just have fun with it, basically. Now I know, because as we know, I mean, we're human, and I know, you know, we all like things to happen straight away. But I often find with God is that we've got to be patient. You know, like, it will come, but it doesn't always come in the time that we want it to come. So, you know, so as I think that's an important thing to remember, you know, it doesn't usually not happen straight away. Or, you know, or sometimes we've got to do something in order to, you know, in order to help that process, basically. So it doesn't have to be neat, don't worry if you go over the page. Again, this is just a demonstration, really. You know, again, you can spend a lot more time on this. So again, we just keep choosing the colours. We go that end then as well. So yeah, I think, you know, it's good to get our emotions out. You know, it's never a good idea to keep our emotions locked away. You know, which is, because otherwise, if we keep them locked away, they usually end up being far worse, because we haven't, you know, expressed them, you know, to God, or even to our best friends, you know, to even our spouses. So, you know, it's very important to do that. And as I said, like I mentioned earlier, you know, I just feel like more and more we're just living in a world where it's just trying to put you in a box. And, you know, and that's never a good thing. You know, we should be individual. And it's actually good to be individual. There's nothing bad about being individual. You know, I mean, I was lucky that, you know, I had a strong background in that, you know, in that sense that, you know, my folks always taught me, you know, to be individual and that it's okay. It's like, don't follow the crowd, you know. And actually, considering we're on, because there's something else I want to show you as well, I want to introduce to you. I'm making these felt animals as well, felt sheep. Now I'm doing a collection of these. This is Molly, which she's got a sweet little scarf and a little hat. That was my first attempt of a sheep, which, you know, be kind guys, is my first attempt. And that's Rambo. We actually did used to have a sheep called Rambo, so hence why I named him Rambo. And but yeah, I'm going to be, as I said, I'm going to do a bit more practicing, and then I will be doing a collection of these. But so these are our mascots. So we got Molly, we got Lucy, and we got Rambo. So those are going to be our mascots, basically, which, you know, I think it's always cute to have a mascot. Yeah, so yeah, more new, you know, watch your space on those guys. Watch this space, because I do intend to sell them at some stage, but so let's get a bit more practice in. Yeah, so okay, so yeah, we've just painted say this, and like I said, we've added some cardstock, and yeah, basically it's just, you know, basically I think just designing a page where, you know, a page where it represents getting rid of the rubbish that you don't need in your life, and basically, but then celebrating, you know, the positive that is going to come in your life. And say, you know, like I said, it may take time, but, you know, that's okay, because sometimes we need to grow in order, you know, in order for that to happen. So yeah, I want to say thank you for watching this video, and I shall see you on the next one. Bye.